Hey there everybody, how we all doing? It's been a couple of weeks since I've spoken with you last, but we finally have some new content coming into Apex Legends, albeit limited time in nature, limited in scope, but still, new stuff is new stuff. Let's have a look at what's coming today in Apex Legends, and what you can expect from this brand new Voidwalker event. First up, if you guys have not already seen it, Respawn has released an 8+ minute long short film that is animated and all about Wraith and her past and her lore. If you have not seen it, head over to YouTube, head over to the link in the description box down below, give that little short a watch. It was very well done, very entertaining, super cool to see Respawn branching out from their norm here to create all this kind of lore and backstory content, which they've been teasing on Twitter for quite a long time now. Go give that a watch as well. It's a really cool video. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. The Apex Legends Voidwalker event starting today. It runs for 2 weeks up until September 17th. This is going to include a Wraith town takeover. So much like the Octane town takeover, you're going to see a Wraith one this time. So I would imagine the Octane one will go away. And the Wraith one, I believe, is happening somewhere near the old charred fields that have become lush and green. I believe the Wraith facility is supposedly somewhere around there, if leaks that I've seen have been correct, but maybe I misremember, or maybe the leaks are not correct. Who knows? But either way, supposedly that is where people seem to be saying this area is going to appear. The size and scope are not entirely known, but what we do know about this area is that you're going to have a Wraith portal, a massive-sized Wraith portal that extends up into the air and will allow you to redeploy, much like the balloons you can take that are currently in the game. I don't know if this is going to be faster or even instantaneous travel all the way up to the top, if there's any other strange mechanics that are associated with it, but it looks like this is going to be a little redeploy area. So it could be very interesting. Could be completely useless. Hard to say until you see it in action, and then we can actually know. I'm kind of leaning towards the redeploy not being super amazing, but against inattentive teams, I suppose it could let you do some very, very fun things in casual matches specifically. Next up, we are going to be getting a new limited time mode, and unfortunately it is not solos, much to the behest of the majority of Apex Legends community, I feel. This mode, to be honest, have exactly zero excitement for, and I probably will not play more than a couple of games of, but it's called Armed and Dangerous, and what this limited time mode does is it makes the game snipers and shotguns only, while drastically reducing the amount of loot that you find in the world. So I assume you're still going to find armor and backpacks and ammo and grenades and healing and all that stuff, but in terms of guns, you're just going to have triple take, DMR, G7, and then from shotguns, you'll have your Eva, your Mozambique, and Peacekeeper. Is there a gun in there I'm forgetting? Maybe, but I think that's all of them. So you're only going to have about half a dozen guns, and loot in general is going to be limited. So I don't really know how to feel about all this. It's a limited time thing. It's just meant to be fun. I'll probably try it and, have some fun with it, but I don't imagine that I'm going to be sticking with it for very long. I think that, as always, our small size legends are going to do very, very well in this. But then again, if we're losing SMGs, there's no 99, there's no alternator, it might be a little bit more difficult for you to shred through something like a Gibraltar, just because that gun shield is going to absorb a lot of overflow sniper damage or overflow shotgun damage. So that's going to be really, really interesting to see Gibraltar in particular. I think that Caustic may do just fine as well, because again, he's not going to get ripped to shreds by Wingman, by 99, by Alternator, by 301. Like, you have to hit him with sniper bullets just like you would anyone else. So this may be pretty okay for the heavy legends, even if they're a little bit easier to hit. That extra health is going to make some key differences in some fights, I would imagine. So it could be kind of cool. But then again, by the same token, because you're missing 99, you're missing Wingman, you're missing all this other stuff, those small legends with the favorable hitbox, favorable animations, they may be a little tougher to kill. You may really, really need a shotgun. But then again, if it's snipers and shotguns only, you're probably going to have one of each and just call it done. So fights in general are going to be very predictable. And could be okay. I'll give it a few games try, see if I like it. If it's fun, I'll stick with it. If not, then I won't, and I'm not too broken up about it. But it's definitely not a kind of mode I was expecting them to go for, but I can see some divergent strategies coming out already in my short little 2 minutes of talking about it, so we'll see what ends up happening. I think that your bigger boys may actually be kind of okay. Next up, and probably most important to a lot of people, is that Respawn has learned and adjusted from their last limited time event where they had these event exclusive loot boxes, and it was $7 per box, $200 to get everything from the whole event, yada, 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 RNG slot machine, whatever, right? Respawn has taken a complete 180 since the last event, and how they're doing the cosmetics for this event works as follows. You're going to be able to direct purchase everything from the store. There's not going to be any RNG loot box kind of stuff that you have to participate in order to get the stuff. If you want to directly buy anything from the event, you can do so. However, there's going to be a rotation. So the first rotation lasts for the first week. Second rotation lasts for the second week. In week 1, which is today through September 10th, you're going to see the Wraith Voidwalker skin for the normal price for legendaries at 1,800 Apex coins. There's going to be an RE45 purple rarity skin, a Lifeline purple rarity skin, and a Gibraltar purple rarity skin. These will cost 500 Apex coins each, a marked reduction from your normal cost for cosmetics of this rarity. Now, on the second week rotation, the Wraith Voidwalker legendary skin will still be there, but you're going to see the addition of the Wraith frame called Void Shadow. So, you know, this is like just at the win screen. When you win the game and you see the champion banner or whatever, you know, that's what that is. It's 1,000 Apex coins if you want that one. That is cheaper than legendary rarity items in the same category, so that is pretty cool. And then you're going to see a Prowler and Bangalore purple skin for 500 coins each. Again, just to reiterate for the 5th time, cheaper than you would normally see these items in the store. So not only are you getting this stuff directly, but it's cheaper. So that's got to be a win-win for a lot of people who absolutely hated, and rightfully so, that last event's pricing scheme. Now, here is one really interesting note from the article that was released about this event a few days ago, is that while these items are event limited, they're also going to be eligible to return to the regular loot drop pool 6 months after the event ends on the 17th. So that puts us at roughly March 17th for these items to return to the drop pool. So they're event exclusive for now, but down the road, they're going to get added to the regular loot boxes that you get, the regular Apex packs. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. That means that if you don't get the stuff now, you always have a chance to get it later, and that's fine by me. Like, I'm totally okay with that. You're paying for a timed exclusive as opposed to a permanent, always exclusive, and they're a little cheaper because of it. So I think that's fine. That doesn't upset me in any way. Respawn is free to monetize their game however they want, and I think that the player base at large will probably like this a little bit better than what they've done before, but really, literally anything could be better than what they did before for the most part. So it's a really low bar, but they've managed to cross it, so we're okay. What I have been thinking, though, is that they kind of worded this point interestingly. They say, and I quote, "These items are event limited, so they'll be eligible to return 6 months after the event ends." So does that mean that what we saw from the Iron Crown event is going to also be coming back into the game 6 months after that event's completion, and we're going to get those in regular loot boxes? Is that news that I've missed, or is that a thing that's happening, or am I making an assumption that's not real? Because I didn't buy any of those skins. I know in the last video I said I might, and I never did. And I really want my Gibraltar, so gimme. Anyways, last couple of points. There's going to be some exclusive event challenges, nothing super special there. You're going to be able to get like 60 crafting medals, a Wraith music pack, a Wraith loading screen, 2 separate G7 weapon skins of purple rarity, and a couple of badges. So nothing substantial, but it's a non-zero extra thing as well. And you're also going to have some double XP and top 5 for wins over the weekend. So I don't know if it's just 1 weekend or 2 or what they're doing with that, but that is also a thing that is happening if you're the kind of person that cares. Anyways, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Hope you learned something new, and I hope to see you in Apex very, very soon. I'll be streaming tonight 7 p.m. Eastern. Maybe I'll see you there. Take care.